Welcome everyone back to the Craftverse series. This is episode 353, and today we're doing something a bit different. Last week we spent a lot of time messing around with moss, and this week I don't know why, but I've decided I want to wrap this Cyberpunk Portal in something a little more protective. Because when I put this back to survival, well, it is survival, but when I put it back to normal instead of peaceful, it's going to be a little hazardous to go in and out of that portal. So I'm going to try and fix that. Let's go ahead and do some planning. First off, I'm going to go ahead and place down my shulkers for this particular build. Those won't be needed right now. These will. Okay, first things first. I need to get my shovel and steal some of this grass. I did not need that much grass, but I'll take it. Because these right here are going to get popped out. Start with the stairs. So we do that, and we go one more over. Yep. Okay. Now we are all set to go, and I can replace this grass over here where it needs to be in the wild. Oop. All right. Now, I don't need this, but I will be needing a bunch of these. And I'm going to go ahead and place down my crafting bench. Probably going to end up putting you right here. That looks fine. Let's grab a bunch of these. Stay. All right, now I need a bunch of slabs. Perfect, I already had some. All right, so we're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're gonna bring this one all the way down. Yoink. And then we're gonna go 2 over. Oh, wait, hold on. That needs to be the other one. All right. And then this ends up going to the wall. Okay. So let's start here. You need to scooch. Start there. Okay. Try to only use what I absolutely have to. I am not holding that stick. It's just been drifting. And this is not a Switch controller. It's just a regular controller. So it really has no reason to be drifting. Other than just pure overuse, I suppose. I guess you could say I've overused it. I've been playing a lot of Poke MMO at this point. So yeah, I've done a lot of rotating quickly. All right, so we do that. And then here we go ahead and make this. And then this only goes 4 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2, 3, and then I have to bring this over a bit. There's the fourth one. Let me just consult my image real quick. Should stick out. It's actually not those that sticks out. Okay. So that's correct, but these two are not. I need to swap them for the other things. That is fine. I can work with that. But this is our ramp to get in, and now we have to build another one. Yet again, we're going to go 10 out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Zigzag inward, and then bring it all the way over. How far over did that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's going to have to be 7. And then we turn that way. I'm not worried about spawns because I do still have it on peaceful. Pop that out. I'll add more to the wall later, but for right now, I just want to make sure I have all of the side pieces that I need. Should be one more that goes out here. These are identical. Mirrored, but identical. And then you get to be the other thing, which means all of this has to go. Just the dirt and stone and stuff, not the portally bits. Those obviously are going to remain. Want to make it so things can't spawn on there in the darkness and walk up into the portal. Okay, that is throwing me off, so you're just gonna swap. Go. I am very much a bow in first slot and sword in second slot player. Let me know in the comments, how do you keep your hotbar? Because that'd be interesting to know. It's there. Eh, this is not really that important. Okay, so now that I've got this, let's go ahead and trail this up. Oh no, this needs to go one more up. Two, three, four, five, six, and then this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I could just cheese by doing this. Bring this out. Don't worry, there will be a sufficient amount of light soon enough. Well, I suppose soon enough is subjective. Everyone can say it may or may not be soon enough for their tastes, but in general, it will be here. Yep, your tiles. That, and then the next one up is just the other stuff. Okay. Which I did not grab out. Oop, oop, that's it. We'll grab these. So we're gonna go up. These two are gonna be not that one. That one. So this actually makes up the doorway. Okay. Therefore, we now do this. Okay, so that is going to be the entrance into the tower. And we're going to do this on the other side as well. All right, so now for the interesting part. We're going to take these. We're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 1. Things are not wanting to cooperate with this controller. Oy. That's 3 total out that way. We need to go another 2. And then this one, actually, we need to go 1 more because it goes back inward by 1. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Love not being able to see because it's too dark. All right, so now we do that just to add a little platform. Unfortunately, you don't count as a hostile mob, so I can't stop you from spawning, but I can end you. Thank you. Your subscription to life will not be renewed. Okay. Now we pop these out. And then that, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have my actual platform, but now I need to surround it in the tower blocks. So we're gonna do this. Come around here, just make sure everything is good and level. Those are not relevant currently. Okay, so we want to pop that out so I know exactly where I'm placing stuff. But chiseled, and then we do the same thing along this wall here. Okay. I did not mean to break that one out, but that's fine. Doesn't hurt much. Is that okay? So then I go tile, brick, all the way up until I am above the entire portal height. So that's going to be quite a few layers. I want to make sure I got this side doing the same thing. Okay, junk can just get tossed out. I don't need the dirt, don't need those. Those are all just pieces of the portal. I'm not going to be taking the tough bricks back. Let's make sure I've got this all situated. Okay, this is eventually going to also have to go. That, that, pop you back. All right. So you, and you. And now we come down here, we do something similar. Trying to conserve some blocks where I can. Okay, so now we have to go this direction, so we do that. Pop you. This whole hillside's going to be a little bit trimmed. Oop, one more over. All right, so this is 3. I need to go a couple deeper. Got the central platform more or less in. 1, 2, then we could just go like that and hollow it out to go that one. Two, three, four, 5. Just had to double count, make sure. Sometimes my eyeballs confuse. All right, so we go. That extra one will then be the wall. Okay, gotta go this one. All right, so now we have the full force of this uncovered. 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in floor area. This is just going to be a base. There's not going to be a basement. And now we have our working space. Oop. Okay. So now I can clear out this space if I want to and make it the wall or just build over it. And I think for right now, we're just going to build the wall up and go from there. I need to go get more blocks to do that with. We're pretty much good on the rest of it. Okay, let me actually go deposit some of this stuff in the storage over here and not faceplant myself to death. My buttons are not wanting to button when I button them. Say that 10 times fast. I dare you. Try to keep this semi-organized. Wood, plant stuff. That's not going to be enough to get me through what I need to do, but it's going to be a start. And that's all I really need it to be. You are just going to go in the miscellaneous. And the fun thing is, while I'm building out here, that's going to be chipping away at more golems because I have the loading zone. And make sure I didn't faceplant. I need to make a good few of these. I also need to make some for the walls of the other kind. Gonna be using a ton of those. Ton of those, and a bunch of these. Okay. Now we make, say, tile walls. So I'm going to try and keep these in line with their wall level. Okay, now it's just brick. All the way until there, and then 3 of those. You, and you, and you again, and you stick over. I missed one. Sure everything is as it needs to be. Believe we are correct. Now we do the same thing on this side, and then we add in a couple of lanterns, and we call the path ready. Now nothing should be able to walk up here. It might be able to follow the top block if I leave that there, but other than that, we should be more or less safe from mobs. So now what we want to do is put this, hold on, I missed one. Right there, and therefore right here. And then we put another one in the middle of the path there. Then right next to the doorway on either side. Do the same thing on this side. So right here. Yes, on the tile wall. Then we come to the middle here and put you there, and then we do right up here and here. Let's make sure those look identical. All right, they're on the same level, that's good. Should be enough light. So now what I need to do is have this right in the middle, pillar up a good ways, and I'll add more if I need to, but we'll go up to like 90. Okay, 90 is too high. 85? That's more on point. 85. So we'll go to the middle on the other side and do up to 85 as well, just so I have a good baseline. Middle, yes. Okay, so we have our pillars centered out. Be needing you for a bit. What I'm going to do is have this side go up in this direction, going up in a spiral. And the other side I'm going to have go up in the opposite direction. So you're going to be on that side. And then the way I have it set up is just like the outside area, where we have this little art shape here. That's what's going to be in the corners of every level where I do this. And then in the center pillar, we're going to do that, so I can then hang a lantern underneath it. So we're going to do that. Not every level is going to get one. But the majority of them will. So we do that. And then we come out, pop you out again, put you there, and we hang this right in the front so we can stand underneath it. So we've got one on this side, one on this side. We're going to have it go up to a certain level. So we want them to be able to connect. Not with this specifically, but on a certain level. And then we have just the actual pillar centers go out by one and then scale up a little bit. That's too high up. Stop it. There. Thank you. Goes up. All right, since we have it on this one, we want to skip one. And put it here. This will adequately light up the actual spiral. Not if I do that. Bad. Trying to do this with joysticks is tricky sometimes. And then I want to make sure that we're leaving that gap for the actual wall once I get to that point. We're going to cheese this by going right here, putting that in, and then reconnecting. There's a method to this madness. Okay. Nice. Pop you out. Put that in. Reconnect. Grab that. Go in a circle. And I think we're almost up there. I want to say one more spiral upwards. Oi. This does not seem high enough. Consult. That's going to give me the height that I need. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I will, nope, nope, nope. That. Yes. I'm still getting my bearings with this again. It's been a few days since I've recorded Minecraft. We were doing other things. And why am I doing the moonwalk? Stop it. These joysticks are going to drive me nuts. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.